Soap viewer, what's your favorite daytime soap opera?
It used to be Young and the Restless back when Nicholas Newman and Phyllis Summers were together, but for the past 2 years due to the lack of brilliant writing I'm fed up with the way the writers want to forget that Nick loved Phyllis.
It's sad how they insist on making Nick's life all about Sharon and vice versa.
They ruined the show for me when they tried to copy Nick and Phyllis's affair by making Nick and Sharon do the same thing. How original, not to mention the fact that she got pregnant and had a Who's the Daddy storyline. What happened to the writers?
Maybe they thought that no one would notice their bad writing because of their long-standing reign on the Nielsen ratings, which by the way is really fishy. But that's another story.
Yes, it is really fishy. I don't think those people that count the ratings realize a lot of people actually have lives and can't spend every day sitting and watching the show when it airs, and instead find alternatives like recording or using the internet. That's how I watch the soaps these days. I can skip all the pathetic Sharon scenes and get to the best part of year, which in case you didn't know is Phyllis.
I agree. That character is very dynamic. Yeah, she makes the show worth watching.
I completely agree.
But I have a question to ask in behalf of Sharon fans. Why don't you like her?
Wow, I can go on for days. The fact that she pretends to be innocent, independent, and fragile. But thing that really made me hate Sharon was when she became such a self-righteous hypocrite.
Can you please specify? At exactly what point in her life was she a self-righteous hypocrite?
Well, there's been many times, but I'm referring to her affair with a married man. Twice, I'm sure that it was more than twice, but for now that's all that comes to mind. The way she was extremely cold to Phyllis back in 2006. She did the exact same thing not only to her sister-in-law but to Phyllis. How pathetic.
Well, some Sharon fans think that it was payback time for Phyllis for ruining Sharon's marriage to Nick.
I hate to break it to them, but Phyllis isn't the only reason that marriage was broken. First of all, it takes two to tango, and Phyllis didn't exactly force Nick to feel attracted to her, and she didn't make Nick fall in love with her. Also, it isn't the first time infidelity came into that Newman marriage.
What can you do?
At this point, nothing. The show already ruined the character of Nicholas and now they are breaking up Nick and Phyllis.
I'm glad Phyllis left Nick. She deserved better.
I agree. At least the writers did one thing right.
And what is that?
Keeping Phyllis the way she was. Not making her do out-of-character stuff. Phyllis had enough, and was not going to continue being in a marriage where her husband can't get over his high school sweetheart. Nick is going to regret losing Phyllis in the coming weeks.
Who knows what will happen?
Yeah, at least the Nicholas and Phyllis fans have old memories that they can watch again thanks to the internet. I say let Nick and Sharon be together, because it's only a matter of time until they ruin it by cheating on each other again. They're their own worst enemies.
I guess we'll see what happens.